So, you want to know more about some of my upcoming projects? Well, then you have come to the right video. While this Patreon does focus very strongly on completely different comics and Behind the Hero, because those are the projects that I am actively developing right now, I do have just so many more ideas, so many more projects that I want to do, you guys. And I really think that this Patreon can be a good foundation for my career that can help give me the opportunity to develop even more things in the future. So this is about some of those projects that I might be able to do in the future. If you saw my goals video, you know about Survivor on Infinite Earths, which I think is really great. I also would love to do a series of parodies about some popular indie comics like Saga, Chew, or Transmetropolitan, and do for them what Spaceballs did for Star Wars. I think that we get a lot of parodies of mainstream superhero stuff, but we don't see it so much with some of the cooler indie stuff, which I think would be really fun to parody. So I also have a high fantasy story in development, like all other writers who like fantasy have their version. And my particular twist is that the magic knows for sure that the end of the world is coming in a few years, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. So it just sort of gives the opportunity to explore what different people do in the face of that certainty. There's also a horror comic called Storm Lake, co-created by artist Joshua Barker, which is really great, and I'd love more time to work on developing that with him. I'd love to finish the original 12-issue arc of Behind the Hero so that we can have Joshua, interview some more heroes from that world. And Wereforce One. Oh, man. Guys, look down there at that pirate giraffe. Isn't he crazy? Wereforce One is about superheroes who turn into weird things. So instead of a werewolf, you've got a were-car, a were-tree, a were-pugilist. The villain is a were-giraffe, who also happens to be a pirate. It's pretty wonky. It's pretty awesome. It's co-created by my friend Zach Seamayer with art by Elisa Ogura. So yeah, those are some projects that I'd love more time and resources to work on. And so if any of those sound like something that you would like to see one day, please consider becoming a patron, as this Patreon is going to be the foundation for my comics career. This is my last video. If you have been watching them in order, there's nothing more. What more do you want from me? I have nothing else to say. But I don't want this to be the end, so please hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Twitter, ask me questions. I'd love to engage with you about my work and what else I have coming up. So thank you for taking the opportunity to check all this out. Vices, the completely different comic, is also below in its entirety. If you haven't had a chance to read that yet, strongly recommend it. And that's all. That's all. Okay. Goodbye. Bye.